Hey everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyersguy, reminding you to check out my new series every Sunday, exclusively on the Timmy Flyersguy YouTube channel. Check out my new show, the Flyersguy's Top 10. Flyersguy's Top 10 is a top 10 series about some of the top 10 things that I like, such as TV shows, movies, and more. So if you're in the mood for a good top 10 show, check out the Flyersguy Top 10 exclusively on the Timmy Flyersguy YouTube channel every Sunday. That's the Flyersguy Top 10 every Sunday on the Timmy Flyersguy YouTube channel.
And now, our feature presentation.
What's up, Philly? We're the gang from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Let's go Flyers!
Everybody, it's me, Timmy Flyersguy, and welcome to this week's episode of Classic Flyers Theater. I'm your host, Timmy Flyersguy. In today's episode, we take you back to October 1st, we take you back to October 31st, 1993, as the Philadelphia Flyers play the Chicago BlackHawks for the final time in Chicago Stadium. There's a big milestone that happens in this game. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but you're just gonna have to find out as we take you back to October 31st, 1993, at Chicago Stadium. Your announcers will be Gene Hart and Gary Dornhofer. So let's take you back to October 31st, 1993, as the Philadelphia Flyers take on the Chicago BlackHawks.
50 goals last year, and if you stop Roenick, which is about 70% of their offense, you've got a good chance of beating that team.
And he's got a big hole on his right.
Well, Larmer, he's got contract problems right now, but it's more than money. Right now, he has said, because of the criticism he took from Coach Sutter, that he does not want to stay in Chicago any longer.
Please, don't go away, Liam.
The Flyers work up, and with the puck on the near side is Baranek, along with Dineen. Dineen's got an open man. Brind'Amour score! And it took him just a minute and 16 seconds for Rod Brind'Amour to blow home number 6 from Dineen and Baranek.
Well, the sign of any good hockey club is to bounce back after a defeat, and that's exactly what the Flyers did from the line rush. Baranek takes a tremendous hit to set up a play, and Dineen a perfect pass. The three passers to make a play and a goal.
Then he drops it out on a deflection, and here comes Baranek. Yuskevich leading the charge to Recchi. Kicked away, look out, Lindros, shot, score! An opportunity bounce, and he bangs it home, and it's 2-0 Philadelphia.
I'll talk about getting the crowd out of the game. The Flyers have certainly done that in this first period. As some loose play in the defensive end of the ice. Watch this play, just bouncing around. 3 Chicago players skate away from Recchi, and the puck just slides right to Lindros. And you know what Lindros can do when he gets a hold of it? Just calmly put it in the net. It's on its edge, but beats Belfour to the glove side.
Roenick close, but no cigar. Steve Smith over the line. The power play is over. Roenick's got an open man. Shot scored! Kirk Graham.
Well, you got to give points to the Chicago Blackhawks, Belfour, because the Flyers were in a line change, and he quickly moved the puck up, and Philadelphia was never able to establish good defense, but Roenick spots Dirk Graham coming down the wing, and he makes no mistake as Dominic Roussel couldn't get over quick enough. So the Blackhawks have come back to within one.
Matto out of the box. Tries to take it at center ice, but instead it's Baranek. Oh, now they got Dineen in all by himself. Shoots, scores! Kevin Dineen breaks an 8-game scoreless string with his third of the year at 13:56 from Brind'Amour.
Well, the Chicago Blackhawks scored their first goal on a bad line change by the Flyers, mainly due to the pass by Belfour. The Flyers got one even on a real terrible line change by Chicago. Dineen was home free while guys were going off the ice. You notice on that play that Belfour committed. He went down before the shot was even taken. Sometimes the forward, if he just drops that shoulder, look at that, and then go upstairs. Well executed. 3 goals for the Flyers, 1 for the Blackhawks.
You can mention that's how Gene Hart would look as Elvis.
Yeah.
The spark of the momentum that they haven't had thus far in the game. Penetrating is Recchi. Forces back Roenick. Up the middle. Drive by Hogwood. Score! Greg Hogwood bangs it home, a power play goal. And it's 4-1 Philadelphia. For Hogwood on the season, #1.
Now that's one of the reasons that Greg Hogwood is back in the lineup. The ability to play well on the power play. But Recchi makes a good move by keeping it in. And Hogwood just overwhelms Belfour with a slap shot. But guess who's in front of the net also causing havoc? Number 88, Eric Lindros. A high rising shot, and so that's 1 on the power play, and the second that the Flyers have had on the road this year. That pass up again by Belfour as the Flyers were changing.
Noonan side of the net. Stuffer attempt. Score by Brian Noonan. That's a power play goal.
I think Dominic Roussel left the post a little bit too early, but the Chicago Blackhawks have really responded as a power play goal by number 10 Noonan. Let's watch the setup, and coming out of the corner, this looked like he had good position on that one, and the puck slipped through the legs right through the 5-hole. Perhaps had Dominic moving on that play.
The chops by Neil Wilkinson, the puck to center ice. Jocelyn Lemieux stops, picked up by Ryan McGill. Dumped toward the net, shot just wide, and the angle of the shot, they score. Roussel did not have a hold of it, but jammed home by Lemieux.
Referee Paul Stewart was in a perfect position to follow that puck. The Flyers were complaining that it was held by Roussel, but you can see it's loose. It's still loose. It's still loose. And finally, it ends up over the net, over the goal line, as Lemieux, number 26, will probably get credit for the goal. So the Blackhawks, on the strength of a power play goal, have now added another to move within 1.
To Lindros. Finds Renberg 3-on-3 at center ice. Over the line. They look for Lindros. Goes back instead. Shot! Score! Ryan McGill on a deflected pass. Boom! That's for him, #1 on the year.
A lot of firsts tonight, Gene. First, Hogwood gets a goal in the power play from the point position, and Ryan McGill skates into one on a line rush by the Flyers. Now watch McGill just put everything he had into that shot, and it deflected either off the shoulder or the pad of Belfour. This will give a better look at it. No, look right off the arm of Belfour into the net. Big goal for the Flyers because the momentum had shifted in this second period.
The call to Dave Brown. Tapped out. Hawks are really used the boards beautifully tonight as a weapon. There's a nice play by Finley. Won't allow Matteau to do much. They wind at point. Shot. Picked away. Score! Wow!
Now the Flyers have taken 2 penalties in the offensive zone, and the Chicago Blackhawks have capitalized on both of them, Conroy and Brown. And here a blast. I don't know if a Blackhawk got a piece of that one. It may have deflected by number 15 Sutter. Let's see if we can pick it up as Kachura just lets it fly. Follow the puck. No,
Pass blocked, centering pass blocked again. Finally to Galley. Shot in on the net. Wide of Belfour. 4 seconds left. They got unloaded quickly. Shot to the net. Shot, score! And it's, let's see, it's good. The light's on and there's no green light. Yes!
0.1 second left.
Now the reason we say that, if the period ends, the green light shuts off the red light. And the red light is on, which means it got on before the time expired.
All right, you watch it, and it didn't look like the Flyers were going to get a shot on net, but Hogwood just wristed in front. Get in there quickly.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh boy.
1959. Veronic, Deneen with 2 goals. Brindamore. There's a play. Rolls ridden on Roussel. And gives it away. Kevin Todd. Rink-wide pass for Roenick. Dump to the net. Score. Flyer giveaway, and it's now 1-goal game again. Noonan with his second.
Well, the goals just keep coming, but when you constantly give up the puck in your own zone, you give the other team life. Now watch this as a deflection on a pass. So Noonan gets the goal, but the Flyers had possession. They coughed it up. The Blackhawks took advantage of it.
Todd and Roenick will get the assist at 1:26. Flyers look at center ice. Pass taken away. Breakdown into the near corner. All alone in front is Todd. Shot. Score. No.
Now the Blackhawks have come all the way back, and it was Jeremy Roenick again that just hustled into the corner. And number 14, Kevin Todd, went for the net. This was well executed. Nobody picked them up, and they're right under the crossbar. Gives the Blackhawks their 6th goal. And you can hear the fans now. They're into it.
Well, ties are not unusual. They tied 3 of the last 4. They played a 6-6 game here way back on the 12th of March, 1980.
All the way back.
Point shot, Wilkinson. Right on, and it knocked Roussel right back into the net.
There's an excellent drive against the Blackhawk player. Let's see now if the Flyers can take over from that hit.
Man alone in front again. That was Brindamore. Pass, shot, score! Deneen with the hat trick. Number 7 of his career.
I'll tell you what, I really believe that Recchi hit really got the Flyers going, because he just skated in there, knocked the Blackhawk on the seat of his pants, and then the next line change resulted in a perfect feed by Rod Brindamore. Look at Deneen coming up. Again, nobody picks him up. Belfour couldn't get back because he was watching Brindamore. He can't commit himself until Brindamore makes a play, and Deneen, his 3rd of the game, has given the Flyers a 7-6 lead. What, Gene, last shot wins?
That's Lindros with Recchi. Over the line, they tried to find the man on the left. Renberg was late in picking up on the wing. Steals the puck. Look. Recchi dives. Score!
An awfully big goal for the Flyers on again, another turnover. We've seen a lot of those in tonight's contest, giveaway after giveaway, and the shooters have responded and have filled the net. The Flyers now have 7. Watch as Renberg, 8 goals rather, he finds Recchi and a high rising slap shot. It's funny, the scoreboard has given the Hawks 6 goals, so that isn't the case. It's now 8-6. The Flyers still have 6 on the board.
Little outlet pass to Dineen. He's got a 2-on-1 with Tippett. Over the line. Tippett's there. To Dineen. Score! A 4-goal game. That's the first 4-goal game of that decade career by Kevin Dineen.
I'll tell you one thing. When Dineen gets out of a scoring slump, he does it big time. But a perfect pass, return pass from Tippett, and you can see that Belfour, all he can do is turn his head and watch the puck slither across the line. Look at that pass. What Dineen did is he lifted the pass over the stick of the BlackHawks, Carney, and Tippett returned the pass. Well, Belfour was out to lunch after that one. And now the Flyers have 9. It's looking a lot better now, isn't it?
You wonder what his high in the game was. 6. Remember last year in Los Angeles, 3 goals, 3 assists. But it may not be over yet. Now, how in the world can you boo the goaltender? He's been left hanging to dry on almost, I can't think of any goal that's his fault. Instructor and also one of the world's members of the Hockey Hall of Fame, Vyacheslav Tretiak. Of course, the great Soviet goaltender who became a great friend of the former Flyer, Bobby Clark, and played for the national team of Russia in that wonderful series back in 1972 and became a very, very liked person over here. Vyacheslav Tretiak.
I wonder what he thinks of the goaltending in tonight's contest. Maybe a 15-page report, or just give a lot of credit to the shooters.
Seconds left. Well, the Flyers are going to go 5-1 on the road and move back into first place in the Atlantic Division. This one is over. Final score from Chicago Stadium. Let's pick it up in the corner. This is not over.
Well, for Chicago, this isn't a time to start a fight. So back in first place, and that walk down the steps will feel wonderful.
They can smile now. That's it from Chicago Stadium. You've been watching Flyers hockey on Prism from Chicago Stadium.